Good morning, traders. This is Pierre Woki with StartupTrading.com. It is 8:53 a.m. Eastern Time on Friday, February 19, 2021. So, let's. All right, so let's start off here. So, what I've been watching, and I talked about this yesterday, is basically if you look at the high from February 5th, right? We've spent let's count them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 sessions above. One of these is a holiday session, so it doesn't count for much, right? So this will be the ninth full session that we spent in this zone. That's basically above the high of February 5th, right? To the all-time high at 39.52 in the ES for the bell-to-bell session. So as we look at this, right, I kept pointing this out that until this area breaks down, right, that you got to play for the range to hold, right? So it can break up and out, or it can break down and lower. If it breaks down and lower, right, you've got quite a bit of supply or demand, right? So if you break down, it's not going to come back anytime soon, right? You'll probably get some much lower tests if you break down, probably some flashes, even down to 3,800 and possibly 3,700, depending on how quickly it would come. But breaking up above, right, probably gets you to 4,200 on the ES eventually. And I would, obviously everyone's going to be all impressed by the big round number of 4,000, right? But I would expect us to blow past that number by at least 60 points when we get it, if not 37 to start with. But then I would expect that to be a floor. I don't think we're just gonna, stop there. I don't think that's gonna happen in a single session either. So, but if you look at where we're gonna open up right now, it's gonna be 39.30 is what I'm looking at. That is basically right above this untested node, going all the way back to the 16th. So we're going to open up above that, and then we're just a stone throw from the all-time bell high. So looking at that again, and that consolidation that I'm talking about that goes back to February 4th is really where this blue box comes in, right? We've held above that blue box. We never even got down and touched this blue box yet, and it doesn't look like it's going to happen in this session either, because the higher that we go, if you look, there's only really the session, the holiday session of Sunday to Monday, and the overnight on Tuesday, right, coming in. There's not a whole lot of volume up here at these highs, and once we clear above where the market does, basically above 39.36, there's not going to be much overhead supply. I'm sure there will be traders trying to sell and doing stupid, foolish things here at these levels, and you might want to, cut down your size if you've, enjoyed the long overnight. With that said, let's look at the rest of the indexes. They're all above yesterday's bell-to-bell high, which is this red dash line, right? We're heating up. The only resistance I have for any of these indices up here is on the NASDAQ. That's going to be between 13,803 quarter and 13,811 half, right? That should be a support resistance line, right? So as we come up here, we'll see how it acts, but look at that kind of as above and below line, and it could end up getting washed, right? We could, get up around it, consolidate above this R2 basically, and then go up. This does not look like a pop and a flop to me, and if we look at basically where everything is, you can see the Russell, more than likely, it's not making an all-time high today. If it did, that would be, something to see. But the NASDAQ may or may not, be able to get up to, basically it needs to get up near 13,900. That's another 175 points. So it might not get that feed in today, although it is on the table. But if you look at the ES and the Dow, that's definitely on the table for both of those to hit that all-time high. The Dow needs to get up to 31,662. Basically another 150 points up, which is nothing for it as far as the daily range, and nothing for the ES as far as its daily range. The opening bell has not even rung yet. So I hope this helps. I'll be watching the overnight value areas like I always do to see if we're getting, pushes up and over this zone. We could have an 8 for 8 trending day up. It could be a hard, long to get into if we do stay above those overnight value areas once the opening bell rings. I hope this helps. I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I will talk to you on Monday.